Next on WVUA 23 News, a chilly night is ahead for us. More details coming soon.
Sam, thank you. We're turning your attention now to the weather. A very nice start to the work week. Molly Starr here with the first look at that forecast. Molly, good evening.
Good evening. You're right. Today was a good setup for what we can expect as we move into the work week. However, tonight I have great news for those of us waiting for actual fall. We're seeing 50s tonight. It's going to feel really chilly in comparison to what we've been feeling. It's very calm, clear conditions, and that's going to be the setup for the week ahead of us. Now, our overnight lows won't be in the 50s much longer past tonight, but we're seeing those 80s throughout the next few days. I'll have more details on the rest of your forecast and coming up in just a few more minutes. Jabari. We have more sunshine coming up for this week. All of this and more when we come back. Well, still ahead, we had a great warm day today, and we've got more headed our way. More on the forecast after the break. Well, it's been another nice day here in Western Alabama. Calm conditions here outside Bryant-Denny Stadium. Tuscaloosa has been pretty mild all day today. Now, while temperatures did get into the upper 80s, we didn't see the average by far. Now, it felt hot out because that sun was blinding down on us. However, there was no humidity. Humidity was in the 20%, so we didn't feel any effects of that, which made for temperatures to actually feel like 85. Very nice average time this year, and luckily we're not seeing those hundreds. But the lows overnight are also at that average stage. It's just one of those times of year where we're finally hitting where we're supposed to be climate speaking wise. Now, Tuscaloosa hit 85, Demopolis hit 84, Jasper 82, but areas like Haleyville and Coleman only saw the upper 70s today. It's been a pretty mild day across all of Western Alabama. Temperatures dropping into those overnight lows, and while it's still 67 here currently in Tuscaloosa, those numbers are dropping because the 50s is where we're aiming for tonight. Now, our northern counties are going to be a little bit cooler than our southern counties, so there is a bit of variability with where you could land in those overnight lows, but around the 60-degree mark, upper 50s is what you can expect for tonight. So you're headed out the door to the bus stop, back to work, off to school. You could see those upper 50s by the time you're leaving. Very clear conditions. It will feel chilly out there because we haven't seen these temperatures in a long time, but it'll feel like normal when you get off the school bus or you're headed back home from work with those mid-80s once again for your high today. It's a very, very big pattern we're stuck in. But the big news is these low temperatures we're seeing tonight. If you're like me, ready for real fall, we are very excited to see a number that it does not start with a 6 or an 8. Doppler radar is dry. We love to see our ground clutter this time of night, but no showers out there or for the next few days. Again, I'm excited to say I haven't seen this in a while where we are not seeing rain chances for not only the next day or the next 2 days, but for the next 6 days. We don't see any rain chances. Now, as we move through the week here in Western Alabama, we know that is subject to change at the drop of a hat. But unfortunately, the forecast is a little boring, being stuck in a pattern of those overnight lows in the mid-60s back into the daily highs of those upper 80s. Unfortunately, we have to put those 90s in the later half of the week. Hopefully those go away pretty quickly. You know, we're seeing this pattern, and it's one of those, you almost think there's nothing going on in weather. Very stationary fronts or air masses sticking over us, but it's just that time of year for us. So get out there if you're wanting to enjoy the cooler weather, enjoy it. Like I said, no rain chances, lots of sunshine in the forecast. So, you know, the tropics are pretty calm, but as we continue through the hurricane season this year, download our free WVUA 23 app and keep up to date with weather coverage and updates, as well as our social media platforms. Search Richard Scott, WVUA 23.
Well, you know, I've been waiting on that 59-degree temperature, and that's going on tonight, right?
Yep, and then it's gone.
And then it's
gone.
And
I'm hoping it comes back sooner than later. Yeah. Because I'm ready for it.
It's really nice out there now. All right. Well, Sam Holly is here with a look at what's coming up in sports. Sam. And finally tonight, time to check your lottery ticket because winning tickets from the $1.8 billion Powerball jackpot were sold in Missouri and Texas. The winning numbers were 11, 23, 44, 61, 62 with a red Powerball of 17 and a power play multiplier of 2. Additionally, 2 lucky tickets were sold in Kansas, and Texas won a $2 million prize, and 18 tickets sold across 13 states won $1 million. Now, the jackpot will be set at $20 million for tomorrow's drawing. I mean, as you can see, I didn't win because I'm at work today.
Yeah, that's
you
one
know,
thing.
we had to wait and see. But it's interesting that 13 states, and so many people want at least $1 million or $2 million. So
Next time we'll get them.
exactly, exactly. Of course, before we go to you two, I do want to make mention that congratulations to Miss New York for winning Miss America tonight, and we do have that Alabama connection. Miss Alabama, Emma Terry was in top 10 and is the 4th runner-up. So congratulations to Miss Alabama, who was 4th runner-up in the Miss America pageant. That's because we got a lot of pageant interns in here. One of our reporters is a pageant winner. You know, I mean, Kerrigan Brown is a pageant winner. So she made sure, hey, you got to say something about this tonight.
Yeah, she keeps us up to date.
Exactly. And final sports here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just we'll have more coverage of Alabama this week. Louisiana Monroe. That was to get the confidence back. They got the confidence back. Now they head into a more formidable foe with Wisconsin, and then they'll take on Georgia after that. So we'll have coverage of that all week.
All right. And final weather.
Yeah, well, we've got some great weather ahead of us. Unfortunately, those temperatures are back on the rise, but the good news is the humidity is looking to stay on the lower end. So today, it was great out. It was 85, but the humidity was 20%, so it felt really nice. A little warm tonight in the 50s, but then back to the mid-60s and lots of sunshine. So that's some good news.
All right, Molly, thank you. Well, that's it for us. We're back here again tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Have a great work week.